His nibs here, and in this video I'd like to talk a little bit about Monteverde's Regatta line of fountain pens. Actually, fountain pens, roller balls, and ballpoints. The Regatta has been out for a number of years, but this newest version is a little bit different. First of all, you heard those clink together, and I'll explain that in a moment. The Regatta, which is a fairly large pen, as you can see, is currently available in 3 patterns: black on black, blue and white, and black and chrome. Now, this is actually an update to the Regatta line, and beside the different patterns from those in the past, the biggest change is that the older version of the Regatta had a screw type cap and also would screw on the back if you wanted to post the cap. Well, the new version of the Regatta does things a little bit differently. It has a magnetic cap. So this really combines the ease of a slip-on cap with the security of a screw-on cap. Kind of the best of both worlds, I think. So that's why we had the clinking together before, because they are magnetic. And as I said, it comes in 3 form factors, the fountain pen. Now the fountain pen, like all the current production of Monteverde pens, now comes in a B, M, and F nib. But I find they run about a size smaller than typical Western nib. So the B is like a medium, the M is like a fine, and the F is like an extra fine. Now let me just hold this up to the previous version of the Regatta, and you can see the difference in nib size. And the older version of the Regatta only came in a medium nib. Now, in addition to the fountain pens, we have roller balls, again with the same magnetic action, very secure. You really can't lose the cap on this unless you make a real effort to pull apart. So we have the 3 versions of the roller ball, which from the outside looks the same as the fountain pen, which is kind of typical. And then also the ball pen version, which is a twist action ballpoint. Again, a hefty size pen with nice weight and balance to it. And all 3 versions of the ball pen. So let me just select one of these fountain pens and fill her up and see how she writes. This happens to be a M nib, so that's going to produce a typical Western fine line. And what am I using here? I'm using Monteverde's Burgundy ink, which is a shade that's been very popular. And fill up the converter. And I realize I don't have any tissue paper here while I'm filming this little video, so please excuse the less than pristine nib. I think we can all handle that. And let's write our usual little quote. Again, my usual challenge of trying to write from behind the camera. Might have to work out some other arrangement in the future. Because you're not seeing the true beauty of my handwriting. I wish I had beautiful handwriting, but I guess anybody that can write cursive these days is becoming an endangered species. And the quote is, "The important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become." And that's from Charles Dubois. And that was delivered to you from a inky nibbed and now inky fingered, because of no tissue paper, Monteverde Regatta with a magnetic cap.